event for this division of cars. Up on the point, that's the 63. That's the Mark Kane machine. Next to him is going to be the 100. That being driven by Ben Hornquist. The 28, that's the Jeff Crossan machine. He ran good in his feature event for the rainout on Saturday night. Then it's the 14J of John Fay, the 06 of Kelly Green, and we didn't see John Peters in the 14. He hasn't appeared out here for this qualifying event. Peters in the 14 had a little trouble in the first event, that the rainout feature, so we don't expect to see him out for this qualifying event. Green flag falls over the field. Mark Kane up in the lead. Kane in the 63, but he's got the 28 of Jeff Crossan right behind him, and Jay Fellows in that 14J. That car ran good in its feature event here earlier this evening, so we look to see some things out of the 14J of Fay. Kane continues to lead in the 63, but the top three cars bumper to bumper as they work out of turn number 2. Crossan having his problems out there as we see Mark Kane start to pull away. Continues to lead this field of cars down the main straightaway. All 5 of these cars bumper to bumper as they string themselves out. They come out of turn number 2. The battles for the lead. Crossan down on the inside. Kane up on the high side. They touch up in turn number 3. Kane goes around. He collects up the 14J of Jay Fellows. Crossan goes around, collects up Hornquist. Everybody gets the car refired. They stand on the gas, but the caution flags fall over the field. Everybody involved in that melee up in turn number 2 as we saw Mark Kane and Jeff Crossan get together down there. They spun right in the lead, and the rest of the cars had absolutely no place to go. Hey, that's Jay Fellows. He's going to bring them around. 2 have been completed in this qualifying event. Head starter looks them over. He didn't like the way they were lined up when they came out of turn number 4. He put the green flag in his pocket, brought the yellow back out again. 5 cars, 6 laps left to go. They work them slowly out of turn number 4. Your head starter looks them over. Jay Fellows sees the green flag. He takes off. Looks like he's going to lead as they come down to the line. But we see the 63 of Kane's gotten a good jump as he moves up through the field. He currently rides in the 3rd position as we see Hornquist in the number 100 make a bid for the lead. Fellows up on the outside. Hornquist down on the inside. They slide down into turn number 2. Fellows got to keep the lead in that 14J car. They come down the line, but Hornquist hangs on to 2nd. Mark Kane rides in the 3rd position. Then it's going to be Jeff Crossan in 4th. Down the back straightaway, Jay Fellows in the 14, still your leader. Hornquist riding in the 2nd position. Keep your eye on Mark Kane. Him and Crossan were running real tight as they came up through. They're working their way up through the field as your leader takes a halfway signal. 4 laps in this 8-lap qualifying event, and it's still Jay Fellows in the 14J. Hornquist still hanging on to the 2nd position, that number 100 car, but we can see the 63 of Kane and the 28 of Crossan working their way up through. Kane having trouble getting around the 100 of Hornquist for that 2nd position. He's slowing up the rest of the field. That's allowing Jay Fellows in the 14J to check out on the rest of the field. 2 flag up indication goes out to your leader as he comes down through, but the battle for 2nd place. Hornquist trying to hang on in that 100 car, but here comes Kane in the 63. Kane down on the inside. He's got Crossan right behind him in that 28 car, but Hornquist just barely hanging on to 2nd place. Out of turn number 4, the white flag's going to fly this time by Jay Fellows. Got a pretty good lead over the rest of the field, and Mark Kane has taken over the 2nd position. Mark Kane in the 63 now rides in 2nd. Hornquist is in 3rd, but here comes Crossan. Crossan in the 28 car. He's down low. He's underneath Hornquist. Looks like he's going to take over the 3rd position as your leader thunders out of turn number 4. This time by, the checkered flag falls, and Jay Fellows in the 14J will win it. Mark Kane will take the 2nd position, and Crossan gets by Hornquist to take 3rd.
He's down for a picture photograph. A big round of applause for Jay Fellows.
Qualifying events for this division of cars. Up on the point, Jeff Anstedt in the 61J. Then it's the 68. That's Mike Pleva. Got the 22 of Greg Oakes. Then we got the 91. '91 is Wayne Mohawk. As we go back, you got the 44, that's Rick Warner, and the 19 of Wade Mohawk. Had a week off. I was out in Michigan for the Winston Cup Tour. We get these Mohawk boys mixed up if I'm not here every week to keep them straight. Head starter looks over the field. This is the second qualifying event, Street Stock Division of cars. They work down into turn number 4. The green flag falls side by side as they come down. Pleva up on the outside, but we got the 61J of Anstedt down on the inside. Pleva has the fast groove as he works out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Here comes the 91 of Wayne Mohawk. He rides in the 3rd position, but he's side by side with Anstedt. Anstedt in the 61J about to be relegated back to 3rd position as we see Wayne Mohawk move that 91 car up into 2nd place. Pleva in the 68 still your leader as he works out of 2 down the back straightaway. Cars nose to tail. Now Wayne Mohawk pulls up on the inside of Pleva. Out of turn number 4 onto the main straightaway. Pleva up on the outside. Mohawk down on the inside. We have a little problem. Anstedt in the 61J gets tangled up down in turn number 4. He's moving awfully slowly as the caution flag comes over the field. So caution over this field. This the second qualifying event for the Street Stock Division.
68.
Out of turn number 4, we're back underway. Second qualifying event, Street Stock Division, and it's a hot one as we see Wayne Mohawk up on the outside groove. He easily goes by the Mike Pleva car, the 68. Now Greg Oakes has worked that 22 car up into the 3rd position. They thunder out of turn number 4, and it looks like Wayne Mohawk's going to start to gain some ground over the 68 of Pleva. Pleva running good before that caution period, but now it's given Wayne Mohawk the chance to move that 91 car up front. Now that he's out front, he's checking out on the rest of the field. Here comes Rick Warner in the 44 car. He did well in the race before this, the rain out feature from Sunday night show. He's moving that 44 car up through the field and it currently runs in 3rd position. Now Warner slips down on the inside of Pleva. Wayne Mohawk continues to lead, but here comes Rick Warner in the 44. Halfway signal goes out to the field in the battles for 2nd place. 4 laps down on this 8-lap qualifying event. Rick Warner and Mike Pleva work side by side down that back straightaway. Wade Mohawk in the 19 car right behind them in the 4th position. Wayne Mohawk fights the wheel out of turn number 4. He lost a little bit of time there. He's got a big lead over the rest of the field, but that cost him some time, and Rick Warner's on the charge. Rick Warner in the 44, currently in the 2nd position. He's worked his way up through the field. Pleva right behind him in the 68 car. 2-lap indication goes out to the field. 2 more times around for Wayne Mohawk in the number 91 car. Your 2nd place car, Rick Warner, pulling away from the rest of the field. He's gained some ground over your 3rd place car, that of Mike Pleva. Pleva started on the point, but now he's back in the 3rd position. They come down to the line. Wayne Mohawk takes the white flag one more time around. Now the battles for 3rd position as we see Wade Mohawk work that 19 car up underneath the 68 of Pleva. Big night for the Mohawks in this qualifying event. Wayne Mohawk comes out of turn number 4. The checkered flag's going to fall for him. Rick Warner's going to bring her home in 2nd place, and here comes the battle for 3rd. Wade Mohawk in the 19 car takes 3rd just barely over the 68 of Pleva.
Photograph made it look easy. A big round of applause for Wayne Mohawk.
The Street Stock Division of cars now works its way down onto the track. On the point, it's going to be the 57S. That's Mike Stoll. Next to him, the 14 of John Peters. Then it'll be the 7 of Stan Puffer. Car out there, that was the John Peters machine. We see a lot of duct tape on that car. We understand from the pit office that car is now the 62 car. Jason Tingu behind the controls of that car. We understand he's had a big motor problem with his 62, so he's talked John Peters into letting him pilot this car, so you can now see the duct tape 62 on the outside of what used to be the 14. Stan Puffer in the 7. Then we got the H2O. That's Stephen Mattias. Green flag falls over the field. Mike Stoll in the 57S moves out to an early lead, but we see Stan Puffer in the 7 car. He's working that inside groove down underneath Jason Tingu. We'll see if Tingu can make this car go any faster than John Peters could make it go as they battle side by side for the 2nd place. Stoll continues to lead, but as we move back through the field, the battle is for the second position. Stan Puffer down on the inside in that 7 car, but up on the outside, Jason Tingu in the 62, and here comes the 5 of John Fay. John Fay in the 5 moves that car right up. This is going to be a 4-way battle as they come out of turn number 4. Car starting to gain on the 57 of Mike Stoll. We can see Jason Tingu sticking his fender up underneath there as they exit turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Jason Tingu rides in the second position. Stan Puffer rides in third, and then it's going to be John Fay. Fay had a strong run in his feature event here. He's making a bid at it as these 4 cars battle for the second position. Cars start to split out now. We can see Stoll has built up a little racing room between him and the rest of the field as he works out of turn 4. Cross flags go out to the field. 4 laps into this 8-lap qualifying event, and it looks like Stoll's got a little breathing room now as he works out of 2 down the back straightaway. Jason Tingu in an unfamiliar car to him. That used to be the 14 of Peters. Now it's the 62 of Tingu. It rides in the second position, but he's having trouble gaining ground on the leader. Stan Puffer in the 7 rides in third, but here comes John Fay in the 5J. Looks like the battle's going to be for third position as Puffer tries to hang on to that 7 car. Fay had a good run out here earlier tonight. He's putting some heat on the 7 of Puffer for that third position. But your leader continues to be the 57 of Stoll. He takes the 2 flag up indication from your head starter 2 more times around for the 57S of Mike Stoll. He's been gaining racing ground every lap here, gaining on your second place car, that being the 62 of Tingu out of turn number 4. Stoll's going to take the white flag this time by. Cars start to bunch up as we see Tingu take that Puffer machine around. He had some big problems on the main straightaway there. They got a lap car involved in that, and Stan Puffer now takes over the second position, this being the white flag lap. Out of turn number 4, the 57S of Stoll comes underneath the start-finish line. The checkered flag falls. The second place car is going to go to Puffer. Jason Tingu in the 62 hangs on for third, and John Fay in the 5J brings it home in fourth. Lippy's Collision Freedom Raceway pace car has these cars in tow as they work their way down the main straightaway. On the point, it's going to be the 14J. That's Jay Fellows. He had a strong qualifying run here. Next to him is the 63 of Mark Kane. Then it'll be the 28. That's Jeff Crossan. And next to him will be the 100. That's Ben Hornquist. So we come up through third row on the inside in the 91 car. That's Wayne Mohawk. Next to him is the 68 of Plava. I'm sorry, that's a 44 of Rick Warner. Then we got the 19 of Wade Mohawk, the 68 of Plava, the 57S of Stoll, the 7 being driven by Tom Long, the 62 of Jason Tingu, the 12 being driven tonight by Brian Gillespie, the 06 of Kelly Green, the 22 of Greg Oaks, the H2O of Stephen Mattias, and bringing up the rear of the field, John Fay in the 5J. That's the field of street stock cars as they get ready to get underway with their 25-lap feature event. Head starter Jim Stewart giving the indications to the field that we're going to be green next time by. Lights are off on the pace car. The safety lights are off on the back straightaway. We're just about ready to get under racing action here. Street Stack Division, Tom Rule Memorial Night, sponsored by Crab Oil. Stoll, the 7 of Long, the 62 of Tingu, and the 12 of Gillespie. Out of turn number 4, Jay Fellows in the 14J gets a jump on the rest of the field as the green flag flies over the field. We got cars stacked up in the back of the pack as some of these faster cars start to work their way up through, but it looks like Jay Fellows is going to have the lead as he comes out of turn number 4. Starts to pull away from your second place car, that being the 63 of Kane, but here comes Kane up on the outside. Kane went to make a move on the outside. Fellows moved up, blocked him a little bit. As they moved into turn 1, Kane's going to make another bid at it, and he's got the 28 of Crossan right on his back bumper. Crossan riding in the third position, but that's where all the action is. Here comes the 91. That's Wayne Mohawk. He's moved that 91 up. He's going to make a challenge for third as they work out of that second turn onto the back straightaway, and here comes Rick Warner in the 44. Wayne Mohawk in the 91 really flying up through there. He takes over the third position now, and here comes Hornquist in the 100. Caution over the track. It's going to be for the H2O, who spun up in turns number 1 and 2. He's around there. He's gotten that car refired and down on the inside, but that's going to bring the first caution out over this field of street stock cars. We also see we got a bumper down on the main straightaway there. The safety crews will have to get out and remove that. Get back underway with the conclusion of this 25-lap event. Cars work their way quickly out of turn number 3. Your head starter looks them over. They bunch up in 4. Your head starter pulls back the green flag. He wants these cars lined up a little better than that before he throws the green. He sticks the green flag back in his pocket, and the indications are it'll be green next time by. Street stock division of cars work their way out of turn number 4. 2 laps have been completed. This is a 25-lap event. Once again, Jay Fellows in the 14J gets an early jump. Fellows works high out of turn number 2. Here comes Kane, and here comes Mohawk. Mohawk really on the warpath here as he's moved that car up through. He makes a challenge for second place. Out of turn number 4, Mark Kane down on the inside. He stuck his nose down in on the 14J of Fellows. He was trying to get a little racing room. Fellows came down and shut the door. This time, Kane works his way up the inside on the back straightaway, and he's got Wayne Mohawk right behind him in the 91 car. Fay up on the high, Fellows up on the high side. They're 3 wide down the main straightaway. Jay Fellows in the 14J is going to keep the position as they work into turn number 1 and 2. Out of 2, Kane back down on the inside, but Mohawk looking for some room. He goes down the inside. They hook bumpers, and around goes Kane. Wayne Mohawk a little over anxious there. He worked down on the inside of the track there to get by Mark Kane in the 63 car. They hooked bumpers together down there. Kane went around on the back straightaway. Mohawk hung onto the handle on that and kept going, but that's going to bring out the yellow flag. So once again, yellow flies over this field of street stock cars as we have completed lap number 4.
58, 7, 62, 57.
Cars on the track. 4 laps completed before the caution flag flew. This is a 25-lap event. They work slowly out of turn number 2 down onto the back straightaway. Safety lights are off on the back straightaway. Your head starter in position to give them the green flag when they come by. Jay Fellows up there on the point in that 14J. He's going to pace this pack of cars as they get ready to get underway with the conclusion of this event. Up on the outside, that's the 28. That's the Jeff Crossan machine. And then we got the 44 of Rick Warner, the 100 of Hornquist. Out of turn number 4, the green flag falls over the field again. They're side by side as they come down the front straightaway. Crossan up on the outside. Fellows down on the inside in that 14J. Here comes Rick Warner. He's got the inside groove. He moves up into the second position. He's going to put a challenge on Fellows as they move into turn number 3. Crossan quickly recovers that 28 car, brings it up in the 3rd position, but we got Wade Mohawk in the 19 as we got a battle for 3rd shaping up on the main straightaway. Warner looking to take the inside groove away from Fellows as they work out of 2 onto the back straightaway. 4-car battle up front. We got a battle for the lead as Rick Warner works down on the inside of turn number 4, side by side at the line. Fellows just barely hangs on in that outside lane. Wade Mohawk's worked that 19 car up into the 3rd position, and now he's going to move up to put a challenge on the 44 of Rick Warner. Fellows up on the outside in the 14 car. He remains your leader. Out of turn number 2, once again, Warner looks down on the low side, but Fellows slides a little high. Warner looks for him, taps the brake a little bit. He loses some ground as they work down that back straightaway. Keep your eye on Crossan. He's back in the 4th position. Once again, the caution's going to fall over this track, and it's going to be for the H2O of Stephen Mattias. Mattias having problems with that H2O as it sits idle up on the top of turn number 2 there. Yellow flag flies over the field, and we're going to bring these cars to a stop one more time. 7 laps have been completed. We'll take them back to the way they were running at the completion of lap number 7, the last scored lap. Move under caution as they come out of turn number 2 onto the back straightaway. As we look down the back straightaway, we can see the safety lights are off. All indications are we're going to go back to racing this time by. Jay Fellows in the 14J, he's held the lead up there. He's had a lot of pressure on him, but he's continued to be your leader. But this time, up next to him on the outside is a 44 of Rick Warner. Keep your eye on the 19. That's Wade Mohawk, and next to him, the 28 of Jeff Crossan. Then we got the 62 Jason Tengu riding in a car that he doesn't usually drive, but he's up there with his 62 on the door. Green flag comes out over the field. Jay Fellows in the 14J once again gets the lead as he jumps out into turn number 1 and 2. But Warner right on his back bumper. Once again, Warner looks down on the low side. They're side by side as they work down that back straightaway. Warner got a little edge as they work into turn number 3. Both of them slide quite high as they come through the turn. This time by, Rick Warner's going to be your leader. Jay Fellows stays in the second place as Wade Mohawk was looking to move on the inside of him. Now Wade Mohawk down on the inside. The challenge is for second. Mohawk works that 19 car down on the inside. Fellows overpowers them as they exit the back straightaway into turn number 3. Fellows continues to be your second place car as he tries to put some pressure on Rick Warner. Keep your eye on the 62 car. That's being driven now by Jason Tengu. He's now in the 5th position as we see Mike Stoll work his way up through there in that 57S. Stoll just flying up through the field as we got a challenge for the lead on the main straightaway. Once again, Jay Fellows in the 14J makes a challenge. He's down on the inside of Rick Warner in that 44 car, side by side down the back straightaway. This time, Fellows with the advantage as they go into turn number 3. Fellows really got that car hooked up tonight, that 14J, but back comes Warner in the 44. Back down on the inside. Not enough as Fellows remains your leader. Fellows leads down the back straightaway. Rick Warner in the second position. Then it's going to be Wade Mohawk riding in third, but he's going to have a challenge here in a minute as a 57S, and Mike Stoll works his way up through. Leaders take the halfway signal this time by. Fellows continues to be your leader as he works out of 2 onto the main straightaway. Wade Mohawk, problems with that 19 car. He slid it up high. He's down on the inside of the track now. He works it back onto the track, but he's lost a lot of positions in that 19 car. Meanwhile, the battle rages on for the lead. Fellows continues to be your leader, but here comes Rick Warner. Rick Warner having his problems in the second place as we see the 57S of Mike Stoll. Stoll really putting the pressure on for that second place. Also, we see the 62 of Jason Tengu. He's moved up into the battle, and John Fay brings the 5J up in. 4-way battle for second place as they work that main straightaway. Warner trying to hold on to that second position. He's got a lot of heat up there as we see the 57S of Stoll, and now John Fay in the 5J. Fellows in the 14J. He likes this as these guys battle it out. He continues to gain a little ground. Fellows starts to stretch his lead out. He goes around in turn number 2. He loses the lead. Rest of the field tries to get by, but we see the 28 of Crossan go by to miss him. Crossan gets that car refired, and so does Fellows. Fellows back underway in that 14J. He gets that back onto the track, and Crossan gets the 28 spun back around, but cautions out over the field one more time. 15 lapping. It's the 44 of Rick Warner. Then it's going to be the 5J of John Fay, the 62 of Jason Tengu, and the 63 of Kane. Green flag out over the field. They thunder down the main straightaway, and it's going to be Rick Warner, single file restart. And now we see the 57S, Mike Stoll. He's made his way out of the pits, and he'll join the tail end of the field. Meanwhile, your leader, the 44, Rick Warner, he's taken some heat from the 5J of John Fay, and here comes the 62 of Jason Tengu. These 4 cars run nose to tail up at the front of the pack, and around goes the 62 of Jason. Jason gets together with the 63 of Mark Kane, and we got some cars spinning all over the place to miss. Everybody gets refired and back underway. Greg Oaks having his problems down there. We also got the 14 of Jay Fellows. Those 2 cars down on the inside of the track there. Those 2 will bring caution out over the field one more time. Rick Warner up on the point. Safety lights are off. Your head starter's got the green flag in his hand. We're about to get underway with the conclusion of this feature event. Rick Warner, then the 5J of John Fay, the 63 of Mark Kane, the 7 of Tom Long, the 19 of Wade Mohawk, the 06 of Kelly Green. These competitors work their way out of turn number 4. Green flag falls over the field. Rick Warner's going to lead them out of there, but here comes John Fay in the 5J. Fay having a good run at him tonight as he works the back bumper of that 44 car. He's looking up on the high side as they get down into turn number 3. Fay down on the inside. They touch as they come out of turn number 4. Fay's going to take over the lead. Warner goes back to third as Mark Kane comes up through with a 63. Kane now takes over the second position, and that's going to put Rick Warner back to third, and here comes Tom Long in the 7. Tom Long riding in the 4th position. He's looking at the back bumper of Rick Warner's car. He wants that 3rd position as they work out of turn number 4 onto the main straightaway. John Fay in the 5J, your leader, out of turn number 2. Mark Kane in the 63 right behind him. Rest of the field starts to string itself out. Single file down the back straightaway. Fay having his problems. He slides high in turn number 4. Kane looks down on the inside, but Kane just hasn't got enough. He's still your 2nd place car. These two lead cars pull a little ways away from the 44 of Rick Warner, who rides in the 3rd position. In the battles back and forth, that's Wade Mohawk in the 7 of Tom Long. Long up on the outside in that 7 car. That is a battle for 4th position as we see Mohawk down on the inside. Mohawk moving up on the inside. He went to take a challenge at the 44 of Rick Warner, but he's got Long right beside him in that 7 car. Battle for the lead as they come out of turn number 4. They're scraping each other up, trading a little paint, and around goes Kane right in front of the rest of the field. Fay and Kane bumping each other coming down the main straightaway. Fay got up into the wall. He came off the wall, took Kane up into the wall. Kane spun around and right in front of the rest of the pack. Rick Warner had nowhere to go as he came down the track and went right into the side of Kane.
44 involved in that one?
Мария, Господь с тобою, благословенна ты в женах, и благословен плод чрева твоего. Я Господь.
Field way down now as we get ready to conclude the final laps here. John Fay in the 5J up front, right behind him Wade Mohawk in the 19. Then it's going to be the 7, that's Tom Long, and the 28 of Jeff Crossan. Those are the top 5 cars as they work their way out of turn number 3. Fay takes them real slow through the corner. He starts to stand on the gas. The green flag comes out. We're back underway. This the street stock feature. Tom Rule Memorial Night Crab Oil. Fay gets a good jump off that restart. He pulls away from your 2nd place car, that being the Wade Mohawk machine. But the battle shapes up for the 3rd position on the back straightaway. Tom Long in the 7 car. Down underneath him, that's the 28 of Jeff Crossan. Crossan makes a bid for the lead as they come side by side down the front straightaway. Battle for 3rd position as your leader starts to stretch out on the back straightaway, but they're side by side for 3rd. Crossan in the 28 down on the low groove, but Tom Long got that car really hooked up, that 7. He's up on the outside, and it looks like Crossan's going to get by him as they come to the start-finish line. Crossan moves up into the 3rd position. A lot of cars work their way up for this 3rd place battle. We see the 57S and Mike Stoll coming into the picture now. He's up on the back bumper of the Tom Long number 7. Out of turn number 4, your leader, still the 5J of John Fay. He takes a 2-up indication from your starter. It's going to be 2 more times around for John Fay in the 5J. Wade Mohawk in the 19 rides in the 2nd place, and then it's going to be Crossan in the 28. Out of turn number 4, the white flag's going to fly this time by. 1 more lap remains in this feature event. John Fay going to have an easy time with it. He goes around Kelly Green, the lap car. He's got about 10 car lengths between him and your 2nd place car, the Wade Mohawk machine. Out of 4, a clear track ahead. The checkered flag's in sight, and the winner of this race will be John Fay in the 5J. Wade Mohawk brings it home 2nd, Crossan's 3rd, Mike Stoll 4th, and Jason Tengu 5th.
Stock division of cars work their way off the track. If you would bought a 50-50 ticket, now's the time to get it out. We're going to read off the 50-50. Now, big round of applause for John Fay! Now we go down for pictures, and the trophy presentations being made on behalf of tonight's sponsor, Ram Oil Company. If you got your 50-50 ticket out, here's the numbers. These are posted both at the main office and at the pit office. We'll read them off now. For the 50-50, 2830 2830512. The second 50-50, 283-2417. 283-2417.
Exactly 200 off.
$5 off coupons for Janet's Videos, available here at Freedom Raceway. 283-266